Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I'm playing my Atraxa, Praetors Voice, Exalted Voltron deck. So it's a little outside the norm. Doesn't really exploit her proliferate trigger very much, but she's a 4/4 flyer with Flying Vigilance, Death Touch, and Lifelink, and she's such a body. And she's also in the four colors that Exalted is represented in, so I really wanted to play it. Uh, oh, I want a mulligan, but we're gonna keep this. I'd like starting with 3 lands in hand. But we got 2 multicolored and we get to scry. So we're gonna keep this because mulliganing might have gotten us worse. So we're just gonna yield F8. We are playing against Thrasios, the Triton Hero, and Timna the Weaver. This could be just about anything in those colors. We're also playing against Seedra the Greathearted, which is usually kind of a group hug style deck. Or like a funny donate punishment style deck. That's going to go on the bottom because we want lands. And then a Queen Marchesa deck, which could be like a Monarch themed deck or just generally like Mardu value. So they played a Reliquary Tower as their first land. Not a super strong start. This guy played a Canopy Vista. Sieger's got an Iron Mirror. I love this art on Iron Mirror. Thematic Compass. Pretty strong. Okay, so we're not drawing lands, but we're okay for now. I'm gonna play a Sword of the Animus. I think if we get a land, we play our Silverblade Paladin so that we can start ramping with this next turn after that. Instead of our Guardians for defense. Meek style, increase your power 3 or greater, don't untap during your controller's untap step. Ah, so it's a little dude's deck, I guess. Or it just has some other alternate win con. Paying a Penny Dreadful deck. So for those that don't know, that means that it's a budget deck essentially. Ugh. I've just not been drawing well today. That's super awesome. I'm not doing great. Yep. This is why I wanted the mulligan, because crap like this happens. Why not tutor a land? I can't. Or this other guy also can't. Because Cabal Coffers doesn't tap for anything unless you have swamps. It doesn't just tap on its own. Cabal Coffers would be so much better if it did just tap for like 1 neutral or a black on its own. Timna the Weaver. Start drawing them some extra cards. They're gonna ramp with Burnished Heart. So yeah, we're feeling a little behind for sure, but I just think about Commander at least is usually if you're they've just got awkward lands. Is it if you're oh my god, we're just getting ruined. Yeah, well, that's this game. Love you, Magic. Appreciate it. Nice thing about this at least is that like we probably won't be targeted very much by these guys. So there's that kind of. What do we discard? I'm gonna get rid of our Battle Grace Angel. Oh no, our strategy is spoiled. Now they'll all be gunning for us. Although, For reasies, though, if you attack me, I'm going to be upset. Oh my god, come on! Come on! Rude. Other guys actually have stuff. We should have a Sword of the Animist we can't use. Alright, Salty Sam, let's see what you got. You can make a pretty effective budget Zeidr deck, though. Like, don't be fooled. Curious what this guy's these guys, Midnight Cowboy, what his deck is doing. I'm curious. It's a walking archive, which lets everybody draw extra cards. And the Meekstone. Like, I'm seeing a lot of card draw going on so far, but also little dudes and dorks. Okay, Zeidr, what you got? It's gonna play a Frozen Aether. Yeah, so everything enters tapped, essentially. All of our stuff, at least. Alrighty. This guy's gonna do his turn, and then we're gonna draw a land so that we can play our Silverblade Paladin, so we can equip it with Sword of the Animist and start ramping. Right deck. Right deck. Right. Oh, we get to draw extra cards too. Yay, Walking Archive. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Well, at least we get to kick this for one. Boom. Kicked 1 times. Plural. Must discard the 7 cards. Let's discard our Guardians. Well, the card draw's helping us at least, because that's would have been 2 turns. We didn't draw lands instead of just 1. And at least we got the Chalice. It's better than nothing. But we're very behind. Curious, I want to see the Zeidr deck in action. I've seen tons of Zeidr decks, like online, like deck lists, I mean, but I haven't actually seen any of them played yet. So playing our Everflowing Chalice for 1 is fine too, because that's one of the things in our deck we can actually. Serious? I'm upset. He's probably just scared of Atraxa. That's fine. That's pretty understandable. This card is usually very, very scary. We're gonna make a sad looking face. Look. The silent crying face. Look at him. Silently crying. Look at him. Silently crying. Sorry. It's probably really annoying. Ramunap Excavator. Visling? What is that card? Oh, and Mystic Snake. Dope. Love that card. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep deals X damage to that player where X is the number of cards in his or her hand -4. It's like a group draw deck. That's what this is about. This may hurt a lot. I thought about doing a deck like this with Thrasios and what's the other blue-green partner commander? Kaideal? And you just run like a ton of group draw effects. And then you run a bunch of cards like Visling and stuff like that just punish people for either drawing cards or it's kind of like it'd be like a blue-green Nekusar kind of deck essentially. It's an interesting take on it. This is an interesting take on it though. I'm sorry. I can't talk today. I'm excited to see what this deck has because I think it's cool, not I'm cool. That's a really nasty card. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player flips a coin. Who should lose the flip counter that spell? Ugh. That's a really gross art. I'd like my spells to resolve. That'd be awesome. Instead of my spells resolving half the time. There's a Godless Shrine. Got with the Flooded Strand. Did their Demonic Tutor get countered? Cast Demonic Tutor. Planar Chaos. Lost the flip. Okay, so they didn't get casted. Lands! Yay! Lands. Yay. Okay, let's try to cast our Silverblade Paladin. Tails never fails. Yay! Tails never failed us. Yet. Our card resolved. And we also drew an extra land, so. Well, we can at least start coming back from our crap start. With our Sword of the Animist. I suppose I could Baral's Expertise next turn and then play out a Sword or Guildspire Avenger. What's this sword do? This confidential player deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in his or her hand, and you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. Okay, that's not bad. You could do that next turn. If it resolves. That's 8 points. Now, I never forget. Whatever. I don't like you, Midnight Cowboy. I think your deck is neat and interesting, but I do not like you. He hasn't donated any of his thingies yet, so. Donate your... Actually, this, you can donate his Planar Chaos. Actually, he should do it right now. Oh, he lost it. That sucks. Yeah, so another way to play Zedra is that you just like run a bunch of effects that affect everybody globally anyway, and then you just donate them so that you also get to, while they affect everyone, you also get to draw cards and gain life. Oh yeah, that's what Zedra does, for those that don't notice, or don't know. Beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life and draw X cards for X number of permanents you own that your opponents control. So, and then you can donate stuff by using Zedra's ability. Queen Marquesa, Death Touch, Haste. You become the Monarch when she gets played, and then if you're not the Monarch, you get to make 1/1 Black Assassin tokens with Death Touch and Haste. Thrasios lets you pay 4 to scry, and then you can either draw a Ramp, and Timna just lets you draw, or pay life and draw cards, like essentially for Phyrexian Arena, for each player that was dealt damage. Steel Golem, yeah. So this is a super common Zedra thing. So you give it to somebody, and then they can't cast any more spells. It's kind of nasty, so. Looks like he's playing the mean Zedra deck. We could also easily save somebody by donating them a Sphere of Safety, so we're kind of at his mercy for a lot of this stuff. So it looks like they're running like Monarch Tribal kind of stuff. The Palace Jailer is just a really good card. I love the Monarch mechanic. I think it's an awesome addition to Commander. It just adds another dynamic to the multiplayer politics and stuff. What do you exile? Oh, he got rid of Zedra. And went back to his command zone. That's kind of funny. Oh, boo. Didn't let me adjust the exile. You have to do it beforehand. I believe. I I can't type. Believe. I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So he's getting a Spires of Atraxa. And he gets to draw a card because he's the Monarch now. Yeah, so Zedra just went back to his command zone instead of getting tucked under Palace Jailer. Oh, which is also hilarious because he can't play Zedra right now because of Steel Golem. That's amazing. We could... Oh, God, I forgot about the tapped lands. Darn it. Okay, well, we can still start doing some ramping. Because we can't play our commander yet, because we don't have 4 colored mana, because this is colorless. So I think we're just going to do that. And we're going to attack this guy, because he's a jerk. And we can play our... Oh, we'll play our Knight of Infamy, too. Get some extra Exalted stuff off things. We don't need Silverblade Paladin to untap anyway. We're not going to soul bond them. Meekstone's fine with Atraxa being our general, because there's Vigilance. Oh no, but Frozen Aether, that's a nasty combo. Okay, well we can mortify the Frozen Aether. No, I don't want to do that. Take this, cowboy. Yeah, if he F8'd as well, that would stop him from selecting his commander and deciding where he wanted it to go. Yes, I'm going to use Sword of the Animist ability. You kidding me? Let's grab a Plains. Now we're back. We're back in it, kind of. I don't though. Notice how it always pauses me to respond. Odd. You have to do it when you have priority. Oh, okay. So I just didn't have priority then. It's weird, Solemn Simulacrum. I'm not like I mean I love them all the masterworks. I'm not a huge fan of this masterwork. Still looks good, but I like the I don't know if it's the original Sad Robot, but the one that looks like this, but he's a lot more like silvery and filigree. There isn't one in this deck, otherwise I would use it as an example, but if I drew it or could see it with my Wargate when I do eventually Wargate. Yeah, he learned his lesson. Because a pop-up that says, "Hey, this thing wants to mess with your commander. Do you want a command zone, or do the thing the other thing wants to do is too hard?" Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It didn't pop up. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I thought he had plenty of time to respond to that. He should have been fine. But... Also, leave a comment if you hate when I do this. I do this all the time, just when I'm like getting frantic or whatever. Just keep doing this. But if that's like really annoying, let me know. Then I'll, stop doing it. A walking archive trigger for this guy. Used to draw 2 cards. You draw for the counters on it, for the record, not for the its power. Oh, I didn't realize it had Defender. I really like this card. I first was acquainted with it in my buddy's you Terminusing. Termining. Actually, we're okay with that. Go ahead and Terminus. I think he kind of has to because he needs to get rid of his own Steel Golem. Just puts all creatures on the bottom of our owner's libraries. We're okay with that. Because if we really wanted one of those, we could get it back for Wargate. But I doubt we'll be wargating for... Actually, Silverblade Paladin's not bad to wargate for. But I doubt we'll be wargating for a Knight of Infamy. Sucks that we won't get to attack next turn with the sword to get another land. I was just going to move it over to the Knight and attack. But we have a little bit more land and mana now. Could play Atraxa next turn and then start proliferating this this counter. Who wants cards? I'll take cards. I like cards. I just got Terminus under there. So if this does, so it's a 6/6, and if it does damage to somebody, he can cast Terminus. That's cool. I never see Living Lore actually played. I have one, and I always want to put it in stuff, but it never quite gets there. It's not what it attacks, does it? Combat damage? Yeah, combat damage. This guy's in a pretty good spot. I love this kind of stuff, because this is the kind of stuff you see like exclusively in Commander. That's super fun, but... Is he going to play Marquesa? No, he's tapping for a bunch of black mana. Custody Lich! I love this card. This is in my zombie deck. Oh, so he's going to make him sack the Living Lore. So he becomes the Monarch, and whenever you become the Monarch... Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't think the trigger worked, because he was already the Monarch. You were already Monarch. So how it works is when you play it, you become the Monarch, and you get to make a player sacrifice a creature. Safe. I've had this work properly for me before, so he's gonna Council's Judgment it anyway. What do I want to get rid of? I don't really care about the Meekstone. Oh, it's cool. It shows the votes. I'll vote for this so that this guy votes for Sphere. Or one of those. Oh, no, he can't vote for those. Vote for... You voted for Sphere. It would have gotten all of them. Dummy. Yeah, because if it ties, then it just exiles all of them. Such a shame. And that guy voted for whatever did get exiled. Yeah, the Frozen Aether, which I wanted gone. The Living Lore, which I wanted gone. And if he voted for the Sphere, they all would have been gone. Dummy! You big dummy! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he can play Nephrox. But then he probably attacks me and terminates again. Terminates. I can't see. What do you do here? We could just set up an Hour of Promise and get like a Cathedral of War and something else. Kind of like that. But then I'd lose Meekstone. Yep. No one had voted for... Oh, he would have. Right, because this guy would have voted for Meekstone. Whatever. I don't know what I want to do. I'm so conflicted. We could just mortify this Living Lore and play a Guildspire Avenger. It doesn't seem bad, but not great either. And then we can start ramping next turn with Guildspire Avenger. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So you know what? Blue, green, white, Guildspire Avenger. We'll leave the Mortify up. There's no reason to blow it yet. I want to draw mover cards. I think he means more and just butchered that, but yeah, I'm okay with drawing more cards. Rather not take any more damage, but Underground Sea. This guy's got a pretty good mana base here. Boundless Realms. Speaking of mana base, I can't do anything about that. Hoping eventually we actually get Atraxa out and then we can Wargate for Rafik and then do some bad damage. I also really like Guildspire Avenger. Such a cool card. Trespass so far from home is to ask for a lonesome grave. It's just some wrecked dude over there. I think it's a Vidalkin. I don't know. He's kind of dark for a banned character, or card, considering he's kind of like an assassin by the looks of this card art, but also I vastly prefer the term Revenger to Avenger, but that's just me. It's a stylistic choice on my part. Forest Fruition. Our opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. That's a lot. I don't think we have a Reliquary Tower in this deck. You're welcome, everyone. I'm gonna be that guy. Because it's fun. I think we're gonna mortify that on this guy's end step. Whatever about this. If he doesn't want to, he just wants to keep that for some other time. But we can, if we cast the force or cast the mortify on that, we'll get to draw 7 cards, and then we also get to blow this up. Oh, I guess we probably should have done that guy's end step, because then nobody else would have gotten to draw cards. I want to draw cards. At least once. So I'm going to mortify. I want to get rid of the sphere. No, I'll get rid of the living lore. Yay, cards! We're okay with this. I got cards. Yay, cards. Because we actually, that went perfectly, because we actually did want to draw cards, so now both the threats are gone. We didn't want to draw that many cards. We could Rish cards here if we wanted to be super conservative of stuff, but did we seriously draw like 1 land? Wow. Alright. Don't regret drawing cards at all. Phyrexian Arena. Pretty standard. This guy's just got a butt ton of lands now. Beginning of your end step, draw a card. He's drawn all the cards that he's going to have to discard a lot of. 7. Does he not? Is it a reliquary? Oh, right. That was his first land. He has a reliquary tower. Right. Wait, what do we draw? Another sword. Do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Could like Rishkar's expertise and draw some cards. I really don't know what I want to do here, what the best play is. Copy is Phyrexian Arena, we could get down to Champion's Home. I wouldn't mind attacking with Sword, just to get some extra stuff going. So if I play this, we'll have 5 left over. Then we could promise. Our promise. I think we do that and just set up. We can discard whatever we don't want. We'll grab our Cathedral of War too. Where is it? Cathedral of War. And I think we actually want, rather than grab like a Temple of the False God, I think we want one of these, just for lots of mana. Yeah, let's do that. So now we get an extra Exalted trigger, which is kind of neat. And it does untap because the extra will go away. Yeah, we're not worried about leaving this untapped. So, take this, Midnight Cowboy. You jerk. I love Cathedral of War. I think this is just such a cool card. A land with Exalted is amazing to me. Truthfully, that's mostly why I'm running Hour of Promise, even though that's just a really good ramp card. I run it because I want to be able to get Cathedral of War. We'll get rid of Nephirox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need to discard 3. Whatever. Meh. Removal or more card draw. The Benediction. I like the option that this gives us. Let's get rid of the expertise. We have a full hand. Sorry, I know that's probably making people scream, but you'll live with it. We're also going to get to draw some cards of playing our equipment for Pure Steel. That was why we played it, because we knew we'd draw more cards. And the next card we play will make all of our equips free, because we'll have Metalcraft. So, yuck. Avacyn's a very good card. Well, we have a Baral's expertise, so we can bounce it. And we also have a Sword of War and Peace, so we can get through it. Kind of. Let's do it. Don't you screw with my stuff. Oh. That's That's a really good card with Thrasios. Because you can just constantly scry and draw cards with him and ramp and stuff. Because every upkeep you get to untap all your lands. I'm probably going to build a Thrasios and Tymna deck. Actually, you'll see a lot of combos with Thrasios and I love the partner commanders. They're so much fun. They're also great ways to build whatever kind of deck you want to do, because they give you access to basically whatever colors you need, and then just some solid card advantage for most of them. Like Ludovic and Crom both draw you cards. Thrasios draws you cards or ramp if you pay into it. Tymna draws you cards. Ravos gets stuff back from your graveyard. You can use Bruce and Akiri for attacking. Tana gets you tokens. Like they're all so good. I love the partner commanders. I thought that was an amazing idea. I think the brothers Yamazaki should be officially partnered as well. This is such an annoying card. It's a goofy card. I played with this with my brother before, but it's just screws up everybody's interaction, because anytime you would cast something, people are like, nah, I'm gonna take it and give you this shitty Chimera. So I'm curious if we try to, like, I don't know, bait something out first. Get them to trade the Chimera. Oh, this card's just made everything really frustrating. Hopefully I can just like leave him alone and he'll leave me alone, but I feel like if I Baral's expertise, he'll let that happen and then he'll take a sword. Which would be a pain in the ass. Okay, so we have 9 mana to work with. We could give him a sword. I don't want to, but we could give him a sword. He might just trade here because he wants this sword. Nope, he doesn't want the sword. Oh, he's still thinking about it, sorry. This sword's awesome. Yeah, he wanted the sword. So now there's a perplexing Chimera over there. Island Sanctuary. Oh, he didn't realize that he could take the sword with that. Yeah, perplexing Chimera is for any spell. So for those that don't understand what this card does, whenever an opponent casts a spell, you can basically take that spell and give them Perplexing Chimera, but then the cycle continues, because now whoever owns Perplexing Chimera can keep doing that, and it works with everything, every card type. So we may have to give up a sword, which is not ideal. Just gonna do this and hope we appease this guy so he doesn't take my thing. He might take a sword here though. Sword do we give him though? Probably Body and Mind. I think we want War and Peace. Yeah. Oh, so which one do we play first then? Body and Mind? Yeah. Let's try and see if he wants to take this sword or not. If he does, whatever, we take the other one and just stop the trading. Because I don't want to trade stuff. Okay, let's resolve. We get to draw a card. Does it appear still? Such a cool card. Always yield and always yes. I know there's probably better targets for the Baral's expertise, but it was mostly just to get this guy to leave us alone. Oh, I should have bounced Sorin actually to his hand. He would have preferred that. Yes, use Pure Steel Paladin's ability. Equip for 0. Yeah, we'll equip it to the Paladin. I don't care if he doesn't untap. I would like to keep this guy untapped. Oh, the Meekstone's gone. Whatever. Still, keep this guy untapped for better purposes. Yeah, you can't Perplexing Chimera that. I think we can also. I think we're also just gonna play Atraxa as well. We're gonna move to combat. Gonna attack this Midnight Cowboy, Butthead. Take this Midnight Cowboy, Butthead. Gonna need to ramp. Put those on the stack. Always yield. And we want to always yes to this as well. We'll grab a forest. Always yield to the Cathedral. And we'll always yield to Guildspire, I think, as well, because I don't think we've yielded to it yet, because we've just been tapped out. Go Pure Steel. Do your thing. Oh, I guess he could steal Atraxa. That's a pain. I didn't even think of that. Oh, he's casting something. Well, at least we got protection from blue and green. Oh, he's gonna play Avacyn. Shit. I forgot about that land. Oh, that was a big punt on my part. Sorry guys, probably smashing your keyboards in anger. Now we lose our Pure Steel, because we didn't give it the sword. We don't want to lose our Atraxa, but I think we try and cast it anyway. At least he can't abuse it. He's not doing anything? How's he gonna do it now? Okay, he's doing it now, right? Yeah. Oh, he's verdicting. I'm okay with that, because this gets rid of the Chimera. I freaking hate that card. Sorry, I think it's an interesting card. It's just that it's such a headache to play around. I thought he was just going to play Avacyn and jump this. Okay, so now we get to play Atraxa. Sorry, it's still the declare blocker step. And we get to proliferate on our Everflowing Chalice. So, yeah, land profits. This is back to costing 2. Yes! Proliferate. Always yield. Now you get to see what this deck's about after 44 minutes of... Well, I mean, you saw what it was about. You just didn't get to see Atraxa do the work like they're supposed to. And we can Wargate for Rafik next turn too if we want. What are you doing? You stop that. They're probably going to play Thrasios as well. still kind of surprised they didn't. Oh, I guess they didn't want to play the Avacyn into the Chimera. That makes sense. That's why they didn't do it. Foolish me. Foolish. Oh, whatever. We can sort up Atraxa next turn with Champion's Helm as well and just smash face. We even get Exalted from our land. So I have protection from white, red, blue, and green, which only leaves black, which these guys are both playing, which is very high removal colors, but you know, I take what I can get. Yeah, I would kill it. Wait, what? That doesn't kill sword. Friendo. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you pay for? I'm confused. I'm just gonna tap that and do this. I'm super happy that we can respond to his blocks, but is he just hoping to draw 2 cards here? Is that why? Oh, he just wants to draw a card, that's why. Because I think if he just dealt it to Sorin, it wouldn't have counted. Because an opponent didn't take damage. I like Terminus. Cool card. There she is. Big old friend Avacyn. Big friendly Avacyn, that's what they call her. We can tap her with Angelic Benediction. Which is cool, because she's not hexproof. No, not Crackling Doom. That's no fun. Why you have to do this? Did he seriously sacked Avacyn? Greatest power. Okay, so he had to. Right. I forgot that was greatest power and not just in general. I thought it was just a sack trigger. Which I should know better because I have that card. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. You gonna replay Zedru? This has been kind of an unfortunate showing of the Zedru deck. Didn't really get to do any of the neat, interesting stuff. Oh, there it is. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exchange control of target non-land permanent you control and target non-land permanent controls with an equal or lesser converted mana cost. Non-lands, right? Yeah. You better not start taking my shit. I'll be upset. I guess I could get Lightning Greaves. That Avacyn being out of the way is wonderful. Cast a green spell, draw a card. Yuck! We have green spells. Or a green spell. And this green spell. So if I went for Greaves, that'd be 5. And this is 6. So 11 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We could equip the sword. Either sword. And then attack. Oh, I really wanted to use this to get Rafik, though. Maybe we set up, we play Atraxa and equip it with Champion's Helm, and then play like a Angelic Benediction and wait, and then ball out next. I guess. I just don't know. I thought about copying the Seedborn Muse, but we have no way to exploit all of our lands untapping. Because we don't have any instants. Or anything like that. There still isn't really anything for us to copy with our Clever Imposter. Except maybe one of our own things. Yep, it's just a Phyrexian Arena trigger. You can just let it go. You didn't disconnect, did he? No. Dot dot dot. Let's be a little sassy. Poke the bear a little. There we go. He got it. He figured it out. And he conceded. Okay. See you guys. Salty Sam was salty and disconnected. Classic. Thawing glaciers. Yep. Battlefield tapped and then Shuffle Library. Yeah, okay. Is this enter? Yeah, it enters tapped. Here's the portal. Carnage or Homage. Carnage gets more votes. Sack Course Portal. Destroy all non-land permanents. Homage gets more votes. Or is tied. Draw a card. I don't want to get rid of my non-land permanents. This is just his upkeep? Yeah. They draw another card because they're the Monarch. I forgot we could use Wargate to ramp too if we really wanted to. We wouldn't now, but in the future I may use it to get a cathedral or something. Reap and Sow. He's destroying the Reliquary Tower. Now he has to discard a bunch of cards. Makes sense. Card advantage is how you win games. He's going to use Fertilid and go get another basic because he doesn't have quite enough lands yet. And then he can activate Thrasios twice if he wants. Because the guy is Cradle. Skyline Despot? Despo? I don't know. I don't know how you say that. Monarch cards. Ashen Rider. Stop doing that, Graveyard. Scourge of the Throne. He's running the Throne as well. And Underworld Connections and some lands. Okay. Oh, yes, we drew our Lightning Greaves. That's awesome. Black. You know, we're going to play our Greaves first. They resolve. Neato. Now we Atraxa. Yeah, we can't Wargate, unfortunately, but we could Sword Up. I think we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to always yield to insight. You can go ahead and draw a card. Be real upset if this gets countered. Real upset. Yeah, so we're just going to equip up and swing here. Sweet. We're equipping these first because Lightning Greaves gives a Shroud, which won't let us equip anything after. But if we want to Rafik next turn, we can always just move the Greaves over to Rafik and then move them back onto Atraxa if we want to. Sweet. And it's got Vigilance too, which is just awesome. You can tap that. We don't want to hold up our Path to Exile, or I guess our Rapid Hybridization. Die, cowboy. Oh, this guy couldn't stop us with Spires of Eroska, anyway. We're gonna go get a basic land. Let's go into the forest. Then it gets an Exalted trigger. We're going to deal 8 and gain 8. We also get a wolf, and they mill 10. Because that's how that one works. So what did they mill? Rift Sweeper, Ramming Up Excavator, Spike Weaver, Irrigated Farmland, Breeding Pool, Authority of the Consuls, Walking Archive, Watery Grave, Fracturing Gust. Sweet. Super happy we got that. And a Bayou. That Fracturing Gust would have been not ideal for us, so really happy we hit that. Gonna proliferate our thing. And that's it. Let's see what you got. Hopefully nothing I don't want to experience. Yeah, now he's going to draw and ramp a bunch of cards or whatever. Drew a card. Does it show me what he Mirrored. And he's got a Scourge of the Fleets. Each creature opponents control toughness X or less. X number of islands. It's got 5, 6, 7. X or less. Crap. And there's an 8. Okay. This card's so good with Thrasios, it's ridiculous. Primeval Bounty. Nasty. Yes, this is mostly just a good stuff deck that he built. I like the deck. I'm a little sad it doesn't have more of a theme, but not every deck has to have a theme. Goodness can be a theme. But I think we're going to kill him next turn if we can. The issue is that he can Alchemist Refuge and play that Scourge if he needs to. Did he discard that? Okay, and shuffled his graveyard away. Whatever, we're not trying to mill him out. It's just a side plan. If he's gonna, if he's not smart enough with the honestly, we're kind of okay with Carnage. Yeah, alright. Oh wait, no, that destroys those. Damn. I thought it was just creatures. Anyway, I did vote for Homage anyway, so it's not like it was up to me. But still got our Champion's Home and another sword. And Benediction and Wargate. So we're still sitting pretty, honestly. Pretty comfortable. This has been a long game. So there still isn't like a distinct leader. We gained the life back that we lost, which is nice at least. I think I still got a lot of good cards in hand, though, is the only thing. And yeah, it should be expected that these are in his hand as well. Magister of Worth. That's a cool artwork. Starting with each player votes for grace or condemnation. If grace gets more votes, each player returns each creature card from his graveyard to the battlefield. If condemnation gets more votes, vote is tied. Destroy all creatures other than. Grace brings them back, right? That's scary. What do we have? 2, 3, 4. What if I think some of his have haste? No haste. No haste. But he gets an Ashen Rider back. No, I'm going for condemnation. It's all up to this guy. There they are. Well, at least I don't think custody. Oh, nice. He's targeting the refuge. Oh, we get some mad lifelink going now. And we get some card draw for Pierce to Paladin when we play these equipments. This is awesome art. And our Guildspire's back too. So we got lots of Exalted going now. You can also like attack with Neferox next turn. Do some work. What we might do is Champion's Helm and attack this guy with Neferox. Tap down the Ashen Rider. He can sack it to Neferox. And then get rid of a thing of ours, but at least he won't be able to get rid of Neferox because he'll be helmed. But we could also play Rafik and the Helm, I think. So what would Rafik cost? He's 4, so 7 plus another 4 is 11. So we have enough mana for that, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have enough for that. We can't Benediction and Wargate and Champion's Helm though. That's the only thing. Gotta pick a few. That might be worth copying. Wait, is this? Enters the battlefield or dies. So we could Ashen Rider with our Clever Impersonator, exile the Ashen Rider, then Helm and attack with Neferox. Helm and Benediction, because we have 12, don't we? 6. Yeah. We could Benediction, Helm, equip, and Clever Impersonator and get rid of the Ashen Rider. I like that. Because he doesn't get the leave trigger. We have an Ashen Rider. And then we can attack with Neferox and he has to probably... He doesn't necessarily have to block, but he's going to have to sack something as well. He's tapping a lot of mana. Is he going to Villainous Wealth or something? Hope not. It's a good card that would do a lot. It's an Expo. Is he Blue Sun Zenithing or something? He has that in his hand, I thought. Sphinx's Revelation. Okay. That's also not too bad. He's going to buff up his Seedborn Muse. Which got terminated. Okay. I love that this guy's dealing with all this guy's threats now, because it's like these guys are both just playing high value decks. This is a little bit more thematic. He's playing all the like conspiracy cards, like cool conspiracy cards at least. Okay, we're gonna play Soul Ring. Impersonator. I'm gonna copy this Ashen Rider and exile his Ashen Rider. Because it's a pain in the buttocks. What's this thing do again? You get to make a 5/5 flyer. That's a little scary. We're on the throne, so he's going to attack us with this. And he gets an additional combat. That's scary. Scary stuff. We don't care about the Magister word, so we're probably going to tap that down. Player Angelic Benediction. This is going to be a big Neferox hit. Fuck yeah, we're going to activate Pure Steel Paladin's ability. And draw a land. Dope. Oh, wait, if we play... Oh, yes, we can play our sword and then equip it all for free. Because we'll have Metalcraft. Yes, and draw a card. Oh, we have Dune Blast. That's awesome. For 0. Sweet. For 0. Oh, this is gonna hit him for a lot. And we're gonna get a ton of life off of it too. This is gonna be awesome. Oh no, we should have stacked that otherwise. Can't block with either of those anyway. Oh, tap that one. I mean, because he's got protection from red and white, he can't block with any of his, and these guys don't have flying, so. Yeah, we should have stacked that the other way just for the next time. Because now that he could just sack the thing that we tapped. If we didn't have the sword, that would have made a difference, but it doesn't really. I was going to sack a Solemn anyway and draw a card. Makes sense. And then it gets a ton of Exalted triggers. And hits like a truck. Unless he's going to, like, destroy it or something. Oh, wait, no, it has hexproof. So he shouldn't be able to. Unless he's got one of those, like, sacrifices attacking creature kind of abilities. Oh my god, does he? Oh, don't upset me now. Don't. It's got hexproof. Oh my god. I'm so sad. Some serious sadness going on right now. Enjoy your dudes. We are sad. Oh, we should have re-equipped those. Thanks, they used to be in Neferox. I can't be mad, that's funny. This is a casual format anyway. No use getting mad about it. Question is, do we have enough mana to Dune Blast and Atraxa next turn? I don't think we do. Because Atraxa is going to cost 8 and Dune Blast costs 7, so 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We do. We have enough. Okay, that's cool. Targeting. Oh no. Oh god, so if we Dune Blast, he's gonna get a bajillion Ashen Rider triggers. I enjoy watching you cover your bases. Is he excelling my sword? Urborg Magister sword. No! Helm. No! I love the text on this. Choose up to one creature. Destroy the rest. The Abzan turn to this spell only as a last resort, for its inevitable result is what they most dread, to be alone. They're lonely. He's trying to figure out what to do with his last trigger. Gonna get rid of... Yes, thank you. Scourge of the Throne is terrifying. Okay, Hexproof, Pro Spires, good. Pro White, great. Pro Red, skip the flying blockers, tap the other flyer. Then get wrecked. Anyways. Yeah, that was pretty much my check through, or checklist. Oh my god, I can't talk. Don't worry guys, we still have our Battle Grace Angel. Scourge of the Fleets. We're okay with that, because we're going to Dune Blast. He just tried permit. Oh god, he could just kill my lands with this. I don't like that at all. But it's what's got to be done. I'll choose like his base token or something. At least he doesn't have... Oh wait, is this... Oh, this is on his turn, right? Because the Alchemist Refuge is gone. Thank God. Could have attacked Timna and Thrasios. You're right. But you looked scarier. It's been a good game. It's going to be a long game, too. Marin, yeah. It's going to be like, oh no, if I destroy everything, Marin's going to get a ton of counters. But Marin will also die, so... I think we just, yeah, choose one of the beast tokens and Dune Blast the lot of them. Replay whatever we can, whatever we want to. Or we could play our... I forgot our impersonator was, you know, an impersonator. We can impersonate one of these, exile one of them so that they don't get the trigger, and then Dune Blast the crap out of everything. I don't know. Tough call. He gets 5 things to exile. Okay, so he's going to exile one of them. And if that guy has basics left in his library, which he probably does, yeah, you can get one. He gains life because he landed into the battlefield. This has been a good game of back and forth. That's what happens when you get these like value style decks. Oh, is he gonna board wipe everything? Is he like decreeing or hailfiring or? I'm a little scared. I really hope this isn't like a Torment of Hailfire. The card's so... I'm not gonna say busted, but it's really strong in Commander. It just does so much. Like it's kind of just ruins you because you either like it completely just gives you like advantage over the game, because you either have to, like, your opponents all have to get rid of their hands, take a ton of damage, or just sacrifice everything they have that isn't a land. So it basically just, like, if it doesn't just straight up kill people, it just maroons them on their land because they just have land and they have nothing else. Oh, he's retapping. Or yeah, he undid it. He's redoing it. Subterranean Tremors. Doesn't this not do damage to flyers? X damage to each creature without flying. X 4 more, destroy all artifacts. They're flyers. He's wrecking my soul ring like a jerk face, but yeah, I think he just didn't read that correctly. Oh, I conceded? Seriously? Good, you didn't have to concede. I have a wipe. Yeah, see, I'm really upset with, like, that was funny, and now I'm really upset with him that he conceded like that, because now the game's completely different. Because now, instead of us, like, sharing this land burden, I'm going to get tons of my lands wiped out. Or 4 of them. I could make it just 3 of them. Or maybe even just 2. We could mirror in here. No, it'll get destroyed. Or exiled. Yeah, we're just going to copy an Ashen Rider. Use it to exile an Ashen Rider. I want to keep my lands, is basically where I'm going with this. And then we're going to Dune Blast. And I need a black mana. Dune Blast, go. Choose this one. I choose you. Yeah, you can have all the Mirren triggers you want. Doesn't mean shit. Unless he has other experience counters. Yeah, so now he's going to Ashen Rider my Ashen Rider, which I expected. That's okay with me. And now he's going to get to Ashen Rider 2 more of my things. This, by paying 4 mana, I essentially saved 2 of my lands or whatever's. Yeah, we're going to always yield to the Mirren trigger. And we're going to always yield to the Ashen Rider trigger. There. So what did we lose? Soul Ring and Angelic Benediction. Okay. So we still got 5 mana. I think we're just going to play our Battle Grace Angel. She's our biggest threat right now. Threat in our hand, I mean. We can still War Gate out Rafig for some mad damage next turn, but I don't even know if that's worth it yet, because we'd be focusing on doing damage with Atraxa only. So much of our equipment's been destroyed, which is really unfortunate. Our Pierce Steel's not going to do a whole lot of work for us anymore. Jushi Apprentice, draw a card. If you have 9 or more cards in hand, flip it. And then target player draws X cards, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Interesting. Newscraft Mob. Oh, and you can put counters on it. Yuck. Would you quit playing value deck? You're making me upset. Whenever he can have all the stuff he wants. If he doesn't have flyers, it doesn't mean Bubkiss to me. That's right, I said Bubkiss. Bubkiss! Because we're gonna attack into air. Although I do like that guy's deck. function remarkably well. So what's the counter trigger on this one? Non-creature spell. Okay. So he's gonna, as non-creature spells, he's just gonna keep Newscraft mobbing, so he can just keep pumping out tons of tokens, and it's gonna become a battle. But I think we're gonna be gaining more life than he is. So he can play all these guys next turn, and then Exalted up and attack, especially if we play Rafik as well. That's annoying. Well, he's not gonna sack it yet, at least. I think he just wanted to do that to get the counters on that. That Seedborn Muse needs to go away, because he can now put tons of Oblivion counters on stuff, or fake counters on stuff. I guess we could just get like a... Oh, I guess he doesn't get every turn cycle, but... Thawing Glaciers. We drew Rafik. We could Wargate for a... I think we Wargate for like a Rex Sage. Or do we want to get an Acidic Slime? And we're going to hold off on that. So he's still going to have to put it... Like, he's got the board state here. It cost me 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 6 over, so I can still play those. Yeah, I understand. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I miscalculated. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Atraxa is going to cost me 8. Okay, we'll stick with that for now, I guess. Still doesn't have any flyers, so... We're just going to always yield to all these triggers. So we're going to do some damage and endure, play our Atraxa, and then hopefully we can Rafik and get the win next turn by being sneaky. Just a little sneaky though. Guess we could still Pure Steel here. Might as well get rid of his thing if we can. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was like, no, no, don't counter it. Please, no. Please still don't counter it. God, it's such a ridiculous amount of mana. Is he going to try and draw a counterspell? Paying a lot for something. He's just going to draw 11 billion cards to keep his new scrap mob alive. And because he can. Yeah, I don't have any counter spells, so that's 18 cards for you. What's he leaving mana up for? That's my question. I feel like I would have tried to draw everything. Yeah, hell nah. I'm not proliferating your thing. Okay, let's see it. We're near in the final stretch here. I think if he doesn't win here, then I've got it. But he does have a lot of cards in hand and a lot of mana and can draw cards on the fly, so that guy's Cradle gives him a ridiculous amount now. That's okay. We've already got Atraxa out. This is just going to be a long turn. So we're looking at 9 zombies, so that's 18 damage. 5 of those guys is 15. Oh no. I didn't know he had a Cathar's Crusade. Okay, that's probably the game then. Unless we can somehow manage to block it. Well, how much damage do we need Atraxa to do? He's at 8 commander damage from us already. So we need him to take 13. So we need Rafik will have the Cathedral, and we need one other Exalted source. So we can play Guardians next turn. So we can lose all of our Exalted, or all these creatures, these 3. Actually, only those 2 have Exalted anyway, and this can't block. So we can block with our other dudes, and we'll still have enough Exalted to win next turn. If we get to attack. But he can still O-Stone in response, I guess. I don't know if we got a win out of this one. Phantom Nishoba. 7 counters on it. Deals combat damage. You gain that much life. If damage would be dealt to it, you prevent it and remove a counter. Not flying, though. No, he's just playing everything to suit up. Well, maybe he's dumb and he forgets about his O-Stone and he doesn't quite do enough damage, although I don't see how that's possible now. Yeah, we know. Oh, Flippy flipped. He's Tomoya, the Revealer. Spike Weaver, yep. I'm pretty sure he's got the win, guys. In case anybody wasn't sure yet. I'm pretty confident in it. What did he just do? Primeval Bounty to gain life because he played a Bayou. Plays a Breeding Pool, gains life. So really what I'm realizing here is we should have destroyed the Primeval Bounty with a Wargate. Should have Wargated our Rex Sage. Didn't realize that card had the potential to, you know, combo like this. Yeah, desk game. We can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. That's okay. This was still a pretty good showing of my deck. I'm happy with it still, and it was a fun game. Yeah, if I feel like if this guy didn't prematurely leave, it would have been a different game still. But whatever. That's the game. Thanks for watching, guys.